Today is the first day of school. So today's the day all the students are back on campus, going to their classes, and we're getting into the 25-26 school year.
And it's a huge celebration, welcoming all the students back, our kiddos from eBay who are here, and people who've been gone all summer, as well as a lot of new families. And the first day of school is really about building relationships and setting that foundation for an amazing year of learning with all of our kids. It's one of my favorite days.
We've got a couple things we're doing. One of the most exciting things we're adding this year is what we're calling our Club Day. So on Thursdays, for 30 minutes at the end of the day, we're going to give students the opportunity to participate in some activity clubs that match their interests. So we'll have a tennis club and we'll have a chess club and various things that kids can sign up for. That way they have the chance to connect with each other and do some things that are interesting to them.
Yeah, so the Robotic students, they're part of the Robotic program, and it starts in kindergarten, and there's a cohort of 5 students who get to move all the way from kindergarten up through 12th grade. So they come over and they blend in with the kids, and they do everything the other students are doing. They're just part of our Robotic program, and they are specifically coming over from eBay. My favorite part about today, I think, is just the excitement and joy. The teachers are super excited, the kids are excited. It's just a fresh start and a new beginning, and it's unlike most other career fields out there or organizations. Like, back to school just means a lot for everybody involved, and I think it's something that, I think if you were to ask any teacher, they'd say it's one of their favorite days of the year. That and the last day of school.
I think I'd have to say I'm most excited about just the opportunities in front of all the students. We have got such a great group of kids, and this year's group is especially strong. They're kids who are kind and kids with really bright futures. So just so excited for what they'll accomplish this year and just being a part of their story and their education. Hey, we're all in this together, in this whole community. So we're all here to support your kids. We're thankful for the opportunity to work with your kids, and we're here for you as well. So to any parent, if you need something, please do not hesitate to reach out. This should be an amazing experience, truly an unforgettable educational experience. So we want to make sure it lives up to that.
The DeBrum project started with a trip to Madro, and I went to the Lily Museum, and I don't remember who the director of the Lily was at that time, but she was showing me some pictures that were printed there, and I said, wow, these are such cool pictures, you know, and I said, where do they come from? And she said, oh, they're, you know, part of the DeBrum family's photographs, and Joachim DeBrum was, you know, a photographer and lived in Likip, so I started finding out a little bit about the history. And as a matter of fact, you know, the Lily Museum has the original glass plates, and I was like, wow, that is so cool. And, you know, how can we get copies? And he said, well, you need to talk to the DeBrum family. We contacted the DeBrum family, and they were supportive. We started bringing those glass plates, and we would scan those and then take those 100 plates back and then get 100 more. We eventually did over 2,000 glass plates. And then the challenge was to put the information about these pictures. They're a treasure. They're a historical treasure, what Joachim DeBrum did, but a lot of things there was no information on those pictures. Who are these people? You know, why was he taking these pictures? And we actually Eric was instrumental in getting a grant through USACA to fund Sue Rossoff to help us do a database of all those pictures. And she worked for like almost 2 years collecting all this information. Unfortunately, it was put on a program that it just never was kept up. And so even though the images are there, a lot of the information that we collected is not accessible.
And I would say that, you know, in context, the glass plates, those were what negatives were, you know, film negatives were in the old days. It was basically a piece of glass, and the photograph was developed on that piece of glass. And one of the issues, it wasn't just, oh, okay, we want to have images. These plates were, or the images on the plates were deteriorating. The images were peeling off and so on. And so to some extent, you know, the process ends up allowing some, at least short version of immortality to the images that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to Zamboree. Come on in.
My name is Jordan. I am the new defect manager here at Zamboree Dining Facility here in Kwaj. I have a few years of experience, and I'm here to bring lots of lovely flair to the island. We try to serve a variety of meals to satisfy the diverse community that we serve here. Primarily, we have 2 proteins, 2 starches, 2 vegetables, a vegetarian item, every day for lunch and dinner. We also have a full salad bar. We're trying to do some more theme days. Like right now, we have Tex-Mex Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Mongolian night on Mondays. So we're looking to add a few more theme nights, but right now that's our main type of servings here. So we have standards and regulations that we have to follow, but we also listen to our customer. We do surveys, we get a lot of feedback. That's my favorite way to be able to plan menus. Our most popular dish, of course, is when we serve like surf and turf. When we bring out the lobsters and crab legs and steak and scallops and all the good stuff. We don't have it too often, but I would think that's everyone's favorite. But on our day-to-day, I think it would be Mongolian. I think that's people's favorite. They get to pick and choose what they would like, and it's cooked in front of them, you know, so they can make it just how they like it, make it their own. I love Wing Wednesday, personally, but customer-wise, I think it's Mongolian, or even Tex-Mex Tuesday, the Build Your Own Burrito Bar. That seems to be very, very popular as well. So to incorporate local flavors into the meal, we do have our lovely Marshallese cooks and chefs in the kitchen. They're always bringing their own flair to some non-traditional dishes. And most of the time they turn out very nice, so I don't complain. I enjoy when the chefs are able to do what they feel is best to make the dish, you know, enjoyable for the customer. This is not an easy job. Everyone thinks it's easy. It's not. There's so many moving parts that go into providing a meal. We are a 365-day operation. We're open, even though we're only open for 3 meals a day, it's like a 24-hour op. Always need, you know, to be able to provide a meal. So there's always steps going into making sure that we're prepared for a meal service. We do all major holidays, all the federal holidays, of course. And then we also do the Army birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And I love holidays, so if there's a reason to celebrate, we're gonna be able to do it here in the DFAC. I like to decorate, so I'm always trying to make it festive in here. We can't really get into like super specific days, but we do as much as we can. You always have to be able to pivot. You always have to think 3 or 4 steps ahead. If I'm not able to get my vessel when it's supposed to be here, what are we able to do with what we have? What meals are we able to prepare with the material and ingredients that we have? So always staying ahead. We plan our menus a month in advance, so we know what we need 30 days out. If we don't have it, we have ample time to change things on the menus to reflect what we do have. So, like I said before, we do have a vegetarian entree for lunch and dinner every single day, and we always have a fully stocked salad bar. I mean, it's like 15 to 20 toppings available most days on the salad bar. So if you have super strict, you know, dietary restrictions, you should still always be able to find something very enjoyable here. I hope they feel full. I hope they get to be able to enjoy a hot, comforting meal 3 times a day, and that they're not hungry. No one wants to come to the DFAC and then leave hungry. We're always listening to the customer. We always want to hear what the customer has to say. If there's ever anything that you would like to see, and if we're able to do it, just let me know.